Canan, obviously a big week coming up. It was a really hard-fought win against the Sharks. I guess you guys would probably say there were times you weren't at your best against the Sharks, but do you guys feel that now that it's coming to knockout rugby, you guys are peaking? How close do you guys think you are to that complete 80-minute performance?
Again, I think obviously this weekend was tough. Sharks are a good team, and it's never easy playing a derby game. So they made it difficult for us. Yeah, and at times we weren't our best, but we can learn from it this week. In certain aspects and certain parts of our game we can improve. And then I think also the type of game it was. We had to dig deep in certain facets where we were under constant pressure from them on their attack, and we had to defend. And I think that in knockout stages is crucial. So I think for us, being in that position and obviously fighting for every bit and working hard for each other on defense, that's going to happen in tight games and like playoffs. If there's going to be mistakes, but you just have to work hard for each other.
Canan, just for you personally, you've obviously played a bit at number 13 and lately on the wing. Where are you feeling that you're kind of contributing the most to the team?
I think for now, I think on the wing is probably where I'm contributing a bit more as I would have on 13. We are getting a lot of reward from our kicking game. So for me and Kirtley to go and chase that balls and win it back for us, I think we are, probably top 3 at the moment what teams are doing that. So I think for us, that's a good weapon for us and is our kicking game. So I think for at this moment, I think that's what's needed for the team. And like I said, I always obviously give everything I give for the team, and where I'm needed, I'll contribute where I can.
And sorry, then just lastly from me, it has to be asked. A bit of social media action for you over the weekend. You and Oxen Chair, that great run of yours. Has it kind of gone beyond social media? Have you actually spoken personally?
No, we had a little laugh about it after the game, but that's about it. It's a rugby game. Things happen, and we don't look into it much other than that.
Morning all. Hi,
Morning.
Canan. Looking ahead at the game this weekend against Benetton, they beat Edinburgh quite convincingly, and I think they often maybe a dark horse in the competition. I don't think a lot of people thought they would be in the playoffs. What do you expect from them, and what do you think the strong points are? How did they get here?
I know they're obviously a very good team. They have lots of Italian international players, that bring Kool-Aids to the team. And for us, we don't take them up lightly. We learned our first lesson. We played in the Rainbow Cup, so we know they're never going to be an easy team. And we played them, I think, 2-3 weeks ago. So not that we know what to expect from them. Playoffs are always different, but like I said, they are a very good team. They have a lot of international players that know these kind of situations and know how to function under pressure. So, and for them, they'll get a lot of confidence out of a good win last weekend, and coming back to Loftus after not playing here so long ago. So I think they'll have a lot of confidence coming back here, and it's playoffs, so lots on stake.
So going into this game, obviously, you would want to bank on home ground advantage, altitude, all of that, which would probably mean that you would go out, start quickly, try and get ahead as soon as possible. That's probably the way to go.
Yeah, I think for any team, in the playoffs, you wanna start well, especially if you're playing in altitude. You want teams to match your tempo, lift the tempo, but so that they can get easier tired and slow the game down. But I think they will have obviously learned from the last game a few weeks ago that how they can slow the game down or make things a bit more controllable for them, where they could thrive in.
First question, you've last few weeks you've been running out with a heavily strapped leg, and I think you needed attention during the Sharks game. What's the story there?
Oh, it's just a bit of bumps and bruises. It's part of the game, so just strapping it and making sure I can get on the field and just play and contribute to the team. So nothing too hectic, just a lot of precaution with the strapping and making sure I can function fully and go 100 when I need to.
Okay. And obviously listening to everyone when they look at who you're drawn with for the quarterfinal, does this it sounds like there's this assumption that it's a foregone conclusion. You've beaten them 56-35, I think it was, and then looking forward, you playing at Loftus altitude. It's almost as if those things will do the playing for you. Does that put a little bit of sort of reverse pressure almost on you guys because everyone is expecting you to win as opposed to sort of not quite expecting you to do so?
Yeah, I think obviously there's going to be pressure. I mean, for us, we're second on the log. We got a home quarterfinal, hopefully a home semi-final. So there's going to be pressure on us to perform. And man, being in a playoff, it's obviously that gives enough pressure on its own. But I think for us, we're not too focused on all the other things. It's nice being at home. It's nice playing in your own crowd. It's nice, not having to travel. But I think we know the job's far from done, so we're not going to take them up lightly. They are like we were 2 years ago. We came from the long road, had to take the low road and fight through every game. So I think we won't take them up lightly, and we're going to try our best in these knockout stages.
Canan, to which extent will the mentality in the group change this week? Obviously, you only need a win on Saturday, and there's no use for going for 4 tries on Saturday. How will that mentality change this week?
No, I think our mentality has been the whole tournament. We obviously now we're not chasing tries, but we always wanted to get a win. So I think we're going to play. Coach is obviously going to choose the best team and choose the best team to get the win for us. Go by this thing. Where we say what is needed. So I think the coaches will sit and decide what is needed for this weekend to make sure we get the win.
And just lastly from me, you put in a good performance on Saturday. How important was that, given that the internationals will be played soon?
Yeah, I think for us, as for me especially, I think in the stages is where the best players come out. So you want to play your best rugby and where it counts most. So not neglecting the other games, but in playoffs is where things get a little bit tighter, a little bit margins get a little bit smaller, and this is as a player, this is where you measure yourself. So just want to play the best rugby you can, and hopefully you can continue that form into hopefully contributing to the team and just going all the way, hopefully.
You mentioned, playing at home, and you guys are happy about that. You guys are no strangers to the knockouts. You went to the final first season, quarters last season, and now, as you said, potential home quarter and semi, potential semi at home. Does that give you guys a bit of extra, fire in you to try and perform at the best level now in front of your home?
Yeah, I think it definitely does. Like they say, nothing is achieved in ideal conditions, but we've created this scenario for ourselves. We've worked hard the whole season. We've played well. We put ourselves in second on the log, and now we have the opportunity to play home quarters and semi, and obviously that helps with the traveling as well. So I think we're getting a lot of confidence that we get to play hopefully in front of a packed Loftus crowd. You get to sleep in your own bed, follow your same routine. So I think that gives the guys a lot of comfort and confidence to try and play the best they can on the weekend.
The Loftus crowd has really turned up this season. That game against the Stormers a few months ago was an absolute sold-out crowd. And do you think that they'll be turning out in their droves again? And does that give you guys a bit of a 16th man on the field?
Yeah, it definitely does. I think, like you said, with the Stormers game, and that was a round game, so now in quarters, the stakes are even higher. So, hopefully the crowd comes out, and, the backroom staff at the Bulls will hopefully make sure that the crowd is packed and, ready for the game on Saturday, and hopefully help us to put a good one through.
Wanted to just ask, traveling has been a very big part of your season so far. How relieved as a group would you say you guys are, for this week to just be focused on the rugby without too much traveling or without any traveling. I understand that playing at home in front of the fans is nice, but eliminating that traveling factor for this big game, how relieved would you say you guys are?
No, I think we are very relieved, but we have been very fortunate to travel very well here at the Bulls. So yeah, we thank them for obviously that. But yeah, we are very relieved to be at home. Get like I mentioned before. Now you get to sleep at your own bed. You don't have to travel. And obviously at this stage of the competition, your body is sore. You have a few bumps and bruises, so now you don't have to go sit on a plane for 20 hours. So you get extra recovery in, you get extra training in. So I think we are very fortunate to be in this position where we get to go ahead with our normal program in the week and make sure come Saturday that our bodies are ready and minds is ready as well.